It's late, and Nadia's doing the thing again, checking her account with one eye closed. There's money in there. Not a lot, not nothing. And somehow it still feels like losing. Her feed says everyone else is at the airport, or closing on a house, or eating a $40 brunch. Here's what nobody tells you. The numbers you compare yourself to are almost all fake, inflated, or sponsored. And the real numbers, the ones from the Federal Reserve's own surveys, are so much quieter and so much lower that you're probably clearing bars you don't even know exist. So tonight, 7 money tests you're probably passing without even knowing. Not vibes, real bars from real data. And for every test, we'll put the actual number on screen so you can check where you stand. Most people have no idea these bars even exist. Penny here. Quick promise. Every number tonight comes from the Federal Reserve, government surveys, or peer-reviewed research. And near the end, I'll show you 2 famous money stats that are basically marketing and who paid for them. Okay, test 1. Test 1. Add up your checking, savings, and any money market accounts. All of it. If it's more than $8,000, you just beat half of American families. That's the Federal Reserve's own number. The median family holds $8,000 total across every account. But I heard the average is way higher. It is. The average is $62,500, 8 times the median, because a small number of very rich families drag the average up. The average is a rumor. The median is your actual neighbors. So when your account balance feels embarrassing, remember what you're comparing it to. An average inflated by millionaires and a feed inflated by everyone's best day. The real middle of America is $8 grand. Total. Test 2. You have a retirement account. Any retirement account with anything in it. That sounds like nothing. It's not. Almost half of American families, about 46%, have no retirement account at all, 0. And if you're under 35, listen, only about half of young households own one, which means the median retirement savings for your whole age group is literally $0. If yours has anything in it, $100, $500, you are mathematically ahead of half. Among people your age who are in the game, the middle is lower than the internet tells you. The numbers on screen are the real medians from the Fed, not the scary averages from finance blogs. Those are triple these, and they're averages, so you know what's dragging them. Test 3. Your credit card gets paid off every month. If you went the whole year without carrying a balance, you're in the 55% who never did. And more importantly, you're not one of the 1 in 5 cardholders who carry a balance almost every single month, feeding the interest machine. And if you are carrying a balance right now, here's the number nobody says out loud. The typical family that owes about $2,700. Not the $6,000 average you've seen in headlines. That one's inflated by a few giant balances. $2,700, climbable. Test 4, your credit score. And this one is backwards from what everyone thinks. The average FICO is 714, but the median, the true middle person, is 744, 30 points higher. Bad credit drags the average down, not up. So the real math, at 744, you're in the top half of the country. At 800, top quarter. One catch, that's a FICO score. Your free credit app is probably showing you a Vantage score, which is a different scale. Pull your actual FICO before you compare. And that 670 is good credit thing, 70% of Americans are already above 670. That's not an edge. That's the default setting. The bar that actually changes your interest rates starts at 740. Now you know where the real line is. Test 5. 3 months of expenses saved. Depending on which survey you trust, somewhere between 46 and 55% of adults have that cushion. So call it half. Having it doesn't make you rich. It makes you ahead of the coin flip and miles ahead of the 30% who couldn't cover 3 months by any means at all. Test 6. You track your money. Any system, an app, a spreadsheet, a note on your phone. Surveys put people who actually budget and track at around 44%. It's been stuck there for 15 years. Just watching your own numbers is a minority behavior. And here's why it matters. In one of the country's biggest money surveys, 26% of adults spent more than their income last year. Not on emergencies, just drift. Tracking is how you find drift before it finds you. Test 7. You understand the basics. Since 2009, a research foundation has asked Americans the same 5 money questions. Interest, inflation, Mortgages, bonds, diversification. The share getting at least 4 right has fallen from 42% to 32. If you'd clear it, you're in the top third. But here's the honest twist inside that number. Most of that 15-year decline is people switching from guessing to answering, I don't know. That's not getting dumber. That's knowing what you don't know. And the same research found something better. People's actual debt and credit behavior can improve even when quiz scores don't. Because knowing the vocabulary and handling your money are two different skills. Plenty of people who'd fail the quiz quietly pay off their cards every month. The quiz measures words. The 7 tests you just took measure behavior. Behavior wins. Okay, count your passes. Most people watching just passed 3 or 4 tests they didn't know they were taking. Now, the second half of the promise. Why does everyone feel broke anyway? 2 famous stats and 1 app feature are doing most of the damage. Let's name them. Famous stat number 1. 60% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. You've heard it 100 times. Here's who made it. A payments industry media firm in a report sponsored for years by a company that sells debt consolidation loans. Self-reported, no definition, and the sponsor profits when you feel broke. What does the actual Federal Reserve find? 41% of adults always or often have money left over at the end of the month. And when Bank of America looked at real checking accounts, not surveys, about a quarter of households were truly stretched. A quarter is real pain. It's also not 2/3. Famous stat number 2. 40% of Americans can't come up with $400. That one started as a Fed press release in 2018, and it never meant what the headlines said. The real current number, 63% would just pay cash, and about 1 in 8 truly couldn't pay it at all. 1 in 8 is a real problem, but notice what both fake versions have in common. They make the situation sound twice as bad as the data says. Fear gets clicks, and fear sells financial products. Both sides of that trade need you anxious. Now the app feature, your feed. A 2023 analysis pooled 48 experiments on this. Being shown someone doing better than you measurably lowers how you rate yourself. Every scroll is that experiment, running on you dozens of times a day. And the things you're comparing against, you can see what people buy. You can never see what they owe. Nearly 1/3 of people trading in cars this year owed more than the car was worth. On average, about $7,000 underwater, paying $940 a month. The car posts, the loan doesn't. So your brain is comparing your full bank statement to everyone else's highlight reel, judged against stats that were built to scare you. Of course, it doesn't feel like winning. The feeling was manufactured. Same as a supermarket aisle, different building. One move before we go, because it's the single best proven trick in this whole field. Make your saving automatic. When companies switched retirement plans from sign up if you want to you're in unless you leave, participation exploded. Same people, same paychecks, no willpower involved. Do the home version, 1 automatic transfer, payday, any amount. $10 counts. You're not trying to feel disciplined. You're trying to make the discipline invisible. If it's boring, it's probably working. Nadia closes the app. Same account, same number. Past 4 of 7. Turns out she was never behind. She was just measuring herself with someone else's ruler in a room built to make her feel poor. Quiet money doesn't post, it just compounds. If tonight moved even one of your numbers from scary to known, subscribe. Every week we take another number everyone quotes and check who's actually behind it. See you at the next one.